This is what Matt worked on yesterday. I'm gonna work on the rest of these. So what we're doing today is we're gonna be working on a 351 Windsor. I'm gonna be cleaning on the block, getting it back ready to go back together. And I'm gonna Barrett, try my hand at porting the head. Yeah, neither one of us had ported a head before. I did one intake runner last night. I think it looks pretty good. Barrett is he's gonna try out the rest of them, so we'll see what happens. They're just old junk E7 heads, so I don't think we can really hurt anything too bad. In another life, I was an aircraft mechanic. I know how to grind and polish on metal and make it pretty, and Matt knows what it's supposed to look like inside there, so we're gonna see what happens. So it's probably not the right way. That's the way we're gonna do it. That's the way it's happening. Yeah. So we're gonna be kind of split up today. Barrett's gonna be over there porting. I'm gonna be here cleaning on this motor, getting it ready to go back together. So you wanna take a look at the motor and step around behind it there. We had the motor stripped down. It's dirty. I've been cleaning on it some. I'm gonna try to get it all the way cleaned up. I've got a couple of broken bolts we got to get out of it. Tap all the holes, get them cleaned up. This is going to be an extremely low budget build. The motor was running when it came out of the old truck. Well, let me not say that. The motor ran when it was parked, and it still turns free. So I'm not re-ringing or anything. Basically new gaskets. We're gonna try to port the heads. We may do a little cam timing, and we're gonna slap it back together and just see where we're at. This is not a roller block, so I'm not sure if spending a whole bunch of money is worth it. So we're just gonna slap it back together, pretty much stop. Except we wanted to port the heads just because we've never done it and it'll flow better. So it'll make a little bit more power, unless we really screw something up, which could be a good possibility. So we'll see. Let's go walk over here right quick. The head we're gonna work on. You go ahead and look in here. This is what Matt worked on yesterday. Let's put a little light on the subject. There we go. This is what Matt worked on yesterday. I'm gonna work on the rest of these. If I can get these to match what he already did, I might go back and then do a little bit more fine polishing. But for now, I'm just shooting to imitate what he's already got done in the first one on the rest of these. Now, got a plug-in die grinder here, and we're gonna get after it. Probably not gonna be a whole lot of talking, just a lot of grinding sound. So we might wind up speeding this up in editing and just have a montage of it. That's what the plan is today. Lucas is running the camera for us. Say hi, Lucas. Oh, shine on what I'm doing here. You don't have to get right exactly up on me, but getting close helps. All right, we're gonna pull this timing set off. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. He's going to be loud over there all day, too. Because that's how he rolls. I had a motor once before that I was, I think I was changing a water pump, or I'm not exactly, I can't quite remember, but I was doing something on the front end, and I broke one of these bolts off, and it was in the vehicle, and I told myself, never again will I pull a front cover off a Ford without tapping the holes. So every time I do now, I make sure to tap the holes. That way, the chances of breaking a bolt off is way less likely. You got them out anyway, you might as well tap them. See, I think it's a success. I think we're getting it. Oh, it's probably still too hot to touch, Lucas. But there we go. We got it out. Now I can tap that hole. And all the front cover bolts will be out.
What are you going to do after that?
We got I got another whole head to clean. We got a couple of bolts to get out of another head. I need to clean all of this. So it's a long project.
I mean, in butt shot? No. It's not bad for you to take.
It's recharged.
Oh.
All right, so if you look here, you see how that's going in? Like, cut that wall out. I can expand it. Cut that bump out right there. Expand it all the way down. Do pretty much the same thing you did here with the port,
Right.
except you don't have to go down as far because it doesn't go down as far.
Right.
And just basically make it go straight down and then kind of roll into the transition. And then, so if you look there, you see that bump? You see that bump in there?
Yeah.
That's called a thermactor bump.
Okay.
It needs to go completely away, that bump.
Okay.
But you can't go deeper than the floor already is. The floor needs to stay where it's at. The floor here needs to stay. This bump can go away, but it just needs, don't go deeper than that.
Okay.
Because there is a water jacket that runs through here that you'll get into if you go too much deeper.
Okay.
So you don't want to cut any
Trim the
deeper.
bump down,
Just-
don't go. So,
Here, let me hold that.
yeah, there you go. Did the light come on? Yeah, the light's on.
There we go. All right, tell us what you did.
So, worked on porting these heads. Again, never did that before. Got an electric die grinder and some burr bits, and worked on all of the intake ports, and then turned around and worked on all the exhaust ports. I was going to look down in there and
Get in there and see how you did.
yeah. Now I know they're not perfect, and I'm sure that somebody knows what they're doing can do better than that. But I feel like it's going to flow better than it did from the factory.
You took some meat out of them, or Barrett took some meat out of them regardless, so we'll see what happens.
So, and what did you get accomplished today? Here.
Well, basically, I got the block ready to go. Cleaned off my gasket surfaces. Cleaned up my front cover. It was really filthy. I had Lucas actually start cleaning on the front cover. So we're getting her ready. I know it looks bad, but all that wipes off. We're getting her ready. Barrett has one more head to port since he does such a fine job at it. So when he gets over there, and maybe next weekend we'll port the next head, and hopefully by then I forgot a couple of parts, so always waiting on parts. We got to get some intake gaskets so we can port match the intake side of the runners, and then we're going to port match the new manifold I bought, just so it flows the best we can get it to flow. And we'll slap her together and see what she does.
So that's it for today. We're gonna get back on this. I'm sure Matt's gonna work on it some this week, and then we'll jump back on it. Or I'll jump back in with him this coming weekend, and hopefully we'll see this sucker fire off before long.
I hope so. Y'all have a good weekend, and God bless you.
Thanks for watching.